All right, here we go. One of my favorite people is back on VladTV again, Luenell. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. You're looking very summery today in this LA day.
It's it's hot outside.
Yep.
I did the best I could. I couldn't do all that Hollywood powder stuff today. I just couldn't do it. But the tits are out, the top was down. It's what it is today.
There we go. There we go. Well, let's get into what's happening right now. And I want to start with something that actually hits close to home, literally with you. Eric Holder has been found guilty of killing Nipsey Hussle. And you actually live in that whole area, the whole Rolling 60s area of LA. And you've been there like how many years now?
Like 20.
20 years. Okay. I mean, number one, living in that area, how big of a presence was Nipsey?
Is Nipsey,
my bad.
His presence it's looming over the whole area, with all the murals and the people are still jamming the music, and just the intersection is so important, and we've seen the intersection in everything he did. And then to also see almost 100,000 people on that corner that were there to memorialize him. So his presence is felt, I think, at least by me, and I'm just one chick, but I think his presence is felt around there every day, every night. And to respond to your statement about Eric Holder being found guilty of first-degree murder, literally, it could not have went another way.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
It was no surprise.
It could not have went another way for many reasons, Like we was not going to stand for anything less than that verdict. That one. Not no manslaughter, not no crime of passion, first degree, premeditated murder. That's what he got. May he rot in hell.
Yeah, I mean, because his, court-appointed lawyer tried to argue that he has mental conditions, he was getting electroshock therapy.
Nobody give a fuck about none of that. Nothing. Nobody wanted to hear it. Nobody cared about none of that. There's nothing you could say. He did a heinous thing that floored a whole entire community. Fuck him. Fuck him.
During the trial, when he showed up to court with the big black eye and his head cut in the back.
And hopefully more is to come.
Shout out to all the Mexicans in LA, by the way, because from what I understand, that was a Mexican dude in jail that actually pulled that one off.
And shout out to the Mexicans in LA for so many reasons.
Right. But especially for that reason.
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. I mean, when you heard the verdict, guilty, how did you feel?
With the judicial system and the surprises that they're always throwing at you, you still have to hold your breath a bit. Because even though it could not go any other way, evidence-wise and just for the betterment of the society as a whole, if it had to win another way, we're still very, very relieved and glad that justice, whatever that means, was served in this particular case. It won't bring him back. It can't cure those broken hearts of his family and stuff like that, but the fact that he'll stay behind bars for the rest of his life, possibly have feces and urine in every bite of food that he eats for the rest of his life, and be probably in isolation due to the fact that the minute he stepped a foot into General Pop, he a dead man. So if that's the torture that we can inflict, we as the jurors and we as a community and as a world can inflict on him, then yay, yay, yay.
Do you think that we would have had like a 92 LA riot situation if he was found guilty of like manslaughter or something like that, or a lesser charge?
Yep. I do.
Yeah, I never thought about that actually, because everyone just assumed he would just be found guilty of everything.
Well, you can't assume anything when it comes to the police. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You still have to hold your breath a little bit because they have flipped the script on us so many times. And that's why we've had the riots that we had in the past. So.
Yeah, I mean, What if Eric Holder was white? Imagine what would have happened in that particular trial. I mean, you assume the same thing, but you can't always assume, especially in L.A.
You're about to make my head explode at the thought. At the thought.